What's up, everybody? We are live here
How's
on
it
YouTube.
going?
Yeah, it's a good day. We're gonna rank all your knives, rate all your knives. I feel like it's like those early 2000s hot or not blogs, but for knives.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll run with it. It'll be fun. I'm excited. We have a whole bunch of your guys' submissions. I think we have about 20, that we just picked through. So you guys should be able to see them on the screen once we get started. And then me
So I
and
have a
George.
laptop here.
Yeah, me and George will have them over here to look at on our end. So it'll be fun.
Also, we have a sponsor and a giveaway today.
Yeah, George, you kick us off for this one.
So, Cancept knives. By the way, Cancept Concept. I heard out of their mouths Cancept, so I've been saying Cancept.
I think I catch myself saying it both ways, so
Yeah, I don't know.
it is what it is.
But regardless of how you say it, one of our favorite knife companies here at Blade HQ. They make great stuff for pretty competitive prices too.
Yeah.
And what I like is they shell out for established designers, even the ones in-house that just make cool stuff. So this is Kim Ning, and this is the Cryo. This is one of the first designs they've had, and it might still be my favorite Cancept design.
I love that one. I think it's super cool too with the lightning titanium. That's probably one of my favorite looks with the concept knives.
Yep, and this has to be done by hand, by the way. So the way this is done is they do an anodize and they dip it in acid and let it drip.
Sick.
It's pretty sick.
I
Very
like it.
nice.
I have a few with that on it from Concept, and I love those.
They do a really good job.
And then I have the Loki, which is a beautifully built out S35VN blade and a titanium blue anodized handle with the cool frag texture. So they use great premium materials, but you can still get it for a good price. So props to them.
And normally when I think of like a great material but a good price, I also think of like minimal milling, a flat surface. But here, that was probably an extra couple cycles just to get that pattern on there, but it gives you an extra bit of grip and it looks cool.
It's pretty.
Yeah, a lot of value comes from Cancept when you get their knives because they pay attention to the details, but they don't really charge you for the details, which I appreciate.
It's true. So yeah, these will be our giveaways for the end of the live, so make sure you're sticking around. It'll be the same process as our new knives on Monday.
Yeah, so you gotta be 18 years or older in the United States of America and in a jurisdiction we can legally ship these knives to, and you must not have won in the past 3 months.
Yeah.
And by the way, I have a bone to pick with y'all. This is my bone. Somebody won this Cancept Loki a couple weeks ago, and then never reached out. So we're giving it away again today. So
Lucky
if we
you
win,
guys.
reach out. We won't hunt you down. You got to hunt us down, but we'll get you that knife. Don't you worry.
Let's see what's
Yeah.
going
Apparently,
on.
I'm sounding muffled. Peter, do I sound muffled? Perhaps a little. I don't
I
know.
don't think so.
All right.
Sarah asked him when I was about the settings and things like that.
Oh. Yeah, so we're trying something new with the lives. We changed up a few settings in terms of giving you guys higher quality lives, like resolution. So there might be a bit higher latency with these lives coming up, just because we want to give you guys the best quality to view. So if you guys sense anything is a little too off or too laggy, please let us know, and we will definitely change that. So
Yeah, we're all learning and growing together, and as some people in the comments have already been talking about, YouTube is a bit of a fickle mistress. It tends to change quite a bit on us, and it's always an adventure. So thanks for joining us with it. And without further ado, should we rate some knives?
let's do it.
Awesome.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Bring this over here.
Okay.
You guys should hopefully still see us in a little bubble, but if not, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Peter, I'm on the first one. You tell me when it's up and running for you.
Yeah, it should be up right now.
All right. So
George, you
this
kick
is
us
Adam
off.
Tong, and he's got a Benchmade bug out, which looks like a bit of a custom build. Those scales.
Oh, it's so cool. It's like a honeycomb, like geometric square pattern. I think that's really neat.
Yeah, and I love the way the light hits the handle because you can kind of see in some places it looks like it gives you an optical illusion of the cube sticking out, but
Right,
other
it's
times
like
it looks like they're
3D.
sticking in.
Yeah, I think, and the colors on this, you nailed it. I think you have like the beigey copper look in the blade and the lanyard loop, and then the blue, it's like a Tiffany baby blue. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'd carry that. I'm jealous.
Man.
Also, what's the mat behind? A topo sort of thing?
It looks like my mouse pad.
It does kind of look like your
Yeah.
mouse pad.
We got the same one.
Yeah.
But I hope my bug out looks like that one day. So Adam, that's a really nice knife.
Yeah, Sarah actually got her first bug out in a company giveaway the other day.
I did.
How do you feel?
pretty good. I got my first bug out. So excited. I'm going to build it out how I want it.
Yeah, I'll tell you. The custom world, though, I'm willing to bet this is not Adam's only bug out. Bug outs are such a fun thing to build. You
Yeah,
got to
if-
build a collection.
If he does something like that, I'm sure he's probably done it for other knives as well. So I'd be very interested to see what else Adam has.
Yeah. All right, so we
That's
got
a
to give it
great
a 1
one.
to 10 here.
Honestly, creativity is what's pulling this for him. I'd give it an 8.
Yeah, I'd also give it a 9 because of this row of stake knots, but
Yeah, you do
no,
like-
I'm going to give him an 8 because he didn't finish it off with like a 2-strand diamond or something. I'm a knot nerd, sorry.
Yeah, you are.
Or a naughty boy, as we like to call ourselves.
Oh, goodness.
You can slap me if you need to. But this is cool.
I like it.
Agree on the 8?
Yeah.
Shake on it?
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Congrats.
Well done, Adam. All right, what's next?
Let's see.
8.9 from Eric Olia.
Ask people what they would rate.
Yeah, what do you guys think on that bug out? It's pretty different. You got to give him points for being different because obviously a bug out, you see it everywhere, and a lot of them are built out the same. So I think he stands out for that.
Yeah, and Clavid says Benchmade isn't his sweetie, but they have some cool designs. They do
Exactly.
really have some cool designs. That new Bedlam. I want
Okay, 8s, 9s, we're all on the same page, guys. I
one.
love it.
Clavid gave it an okay out of 10. All right.
There we go.
Next up, we've got Ajinkia Jatav. I have no idea how to say that. I'm sorry if I just butchered your name. I promise I have deep respect for you. I just don't know how to pronounce this.
All right.
Yeah, but I also have deep respect for this knife. This is my favorite knife from its brand, the Actionon Verba M311 Spelter.
Yeah, this thing's beautiful. I love the topographic look on the blade. I don't know why I'm so into the topographic thing.
That's 2 in a row for topos.
I know. But I remember this exact knife was in our last collection video that we rated,
yeah.
and we both were like, yep, that's the one we'd pick out of the whole pile, so.
Yeah, we've got an
It's a
LMAX
favorite.
blade, I want to say. I think they have an N690 version, but I want to say that one's going to be the LMAX because it has the topo. And then a nice micarta. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that micarta is crazy grippy. Like, it almost kind of doesn't hurt your skin, but you feel your skin, like, digging in. It's not going to budge if you're using it, so.
Yeah, in fact, we recently made a
good.
short about winter knives
Yeah.
for winter, and I threw the compact version of this in because of that handle so good with gloves.
I know. I'm a big fan. You got a nice giant lanyard on the bottom, so you can probably just rip it out of the sheath.
See, he's got a 2-strand diamond knot. He's not afraid of it, Adam Tong. I'm sorry.
Don't attack them, George.
I love you, Adam. But Ajinkia, this is a cool knife. I'm jealous of this one.
Yeah, I would definitely own this one.
Yeah.
I've always loved Actionon Verba. Their stuff is just so different. Like, for a fixed blade, you see so many fixed blades look the same, but then you throw all these different features on there, and I think it stands out for them.
And it doesn't sacrifice any utility. Still very comfortable.
Yeah.
However, I'm going to give him a 7 for this for the following reason. It's a fixed blade. Get there and wear that coating in, man. I want to see some cut tracks in there.
Yeah.
Hit the woods.
I can agree with the, 7.5, 8.
All right. We can agree on a 7.5 then?
Yeah,
All right.
that's a
We'll
good
shake
one.
on it. I'm not going to try and say your name again, but thank you so much for sharing. This is a cool knife. I'm still jealous.
Yeah, I like this one. And it looks like everyone else is giving you pretty high ratings. 10s, 8s, 9s. It's a looker. It definitely is. It's just a pretty knife to look at.
Mm-hmm. I'm super into it. All right. So next up, we
Let's
got
see.
somebody.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Ooh, so this is from Brandon
Agcopra.
Agcopra. We're so good at names today. So he's got a hawk deadlock, and I'll talk to anybody who's got a hawk deadlock.
Yeah.
But what is going on behind the hawk deadlock? Is that like a
That's clearly
mammoth skull?
like a mammoth skull with some massive tusks.
Yeah.
Which he's like, I'm just gonna go all out with this photo.
I mean, if we're flexing, right?
Unless that isn't a mammoth, but
I don't know.
if that's any kind of bird, I'd be terrified.
Yeah. We're great at
But-
knives, not so great at paleontology.
That's not why we work here. But the hawk
Yeah.
deadlock in its own, the utmost respect for that. Beautifully crafted, hard hitting.
Yeah.
That one's really cool.
David Rivera says any hawk deadlock is instantly 10 of 10,
Yeah.
and that's a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh,
I gotta give
there
him a
you
10.
go.
Like, I think I'm on David Rivera's tier. Like,
That's
that is
sick.
such a cool skull. That is such a cool knife. Honestly, the bracelet's pretty legit too.
He was like, I have the coolest knife, but I'm also gonna make the picture 10 times cooler and just throw it in front of a massive fossil.
Like, can you imagine
That's
bumping
sick.
into this guy at a party?
That's pretty cool.
Man, awesome. All right, Brandon, you get our first 10 of the night.
Eric S. said 10,000.
10,000. 10 of zero blade play, Clavid. Yeah.
That's true.
And the titanium frame on the Deadlock is so good. And my favorite is the sound. The slide is tuned just perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could make the sound with my face, but
It's
I
a
can't.
beauty. Make the sound with your face.
Sorry.
It works. All right,
All
let's see. Brandon Godey. Another Brandon. There were a lot of Brandons.
Yeah, there are
For
a lot
you
of
guys.
Brandons in the knife world. In fact, we have one here as our buyer. We also have Brandon over with Will Hirsch,
Yep. We have
and
another
also Brandon
friend.
Godey.
Exactly.
Yeah, but this is a Lander 4,
I dig it.
and that might be the first customized Lander 4 I've seen.
So yeah, I mean they just came out like what, a few weeks ago?
Yeah,
Like, to
super
purchase.
recently.
But that's cool. It's very retro. The pink and the green, or sorry, purple and green. It's giving like
Yeah.
old arcade vibes, like an actual arcade, not the knife.
Yeah, and he does have the stock bead that came with it, but if I were him, I would have put something like a Pac-Man bead on there.
I was just thinking something arcade related.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be super cool. Man, I love that color scheme though. Is that G10 micarta maybe?
I can't tell. It either looks like it's 3D printed just
Oh.
because of the lines.
I'll bet you we 3D printed it and then did
Yeah.
a stack of different colors, filaments,
There you go.
because I think NAFS publishes the CSV files for all of their scales.
Yeah. Any of the landers, I think you
All
can
right.
do that with.
That's our theory, but man, does that look good. I feel like if there was a G10 with that color scheme, it would kill it in the knife world.
Yeah.
I
It's
would put
very
that on my
bright. I
knives.
think it would appeal to a small audience, but the ones that do like it would love it. So
Yeah, and I love
I
the
like
matched
it.
paracord.
I love the Lander 4. It's probably my next favorite in the Lander series besides the OG. But yeah, that's a good knife.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 9 out of 10 just because he needs a Pac-Man bead.
That's fair. I'll give him a 9 out of 10.
All right,
And we don't have to agree on everything, but so far we are.
so far. All right, well,
Here
I'm
we
sure
go.
we'll disagree on something here in a minute.
Right? 80s and
Yeah,
90s.
everybody's going 7. Why 7? What are we not vibing
I don't
with
think
here?
they're vibing with the colors, which I get it. It's
I guess they
very-
are kind of divisive
It's
colors.
very niche.
Yeah, and I suppose that in a lot of workplaces, they're not as lucky as we are here, where like if you carry a giant desert warrior or something, everyone's like, yeah, that's cool, man. But
Everyone else is like, dude, why?
if you work in a law firm or something, like not only dude, why, but HR might be like, hey, Sally in accounting is not comfortable with the knife you're carrying. I feel so bad for you guys.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, all right. I think they're all going lower. They can't deal with the colors.
I get it. Hey, teach their own, right?
Yep, but I
He's
like
being
it.
creative.
All right, who's next?
Oh,
Christopher Peretti.
an exclusive.
Yeah, so that's
Had to
already a
throw this in there.
W.
And the purple, I think, is after the green. The purple is probably my favorite EXO color.
Yeah, I think I like the black and the tan ones best.
Yeah, those are cool. More tactical colors.
Yeah, I think the
Tactical knife.
richness of the purple is what I want more of
Yeah.
here. But I do like the magnet closure. And is this a painting in the background?
It looks like it.
Like, is this an original?
Unless it's like a mouse pad and we're being totally played right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool knife. I also think the dagger is the highest manifestation of the EXO.
Yeah, I like the dagger. And I think I'd probably, in my opinion, prefer the frag texturing, but I do like the just plain milled lines as well. It's very clean.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm prepared to give it a 6. You could have earned a 10 if it was the black and the dagger, but 6
Yeah.
for me.
I'll give it a 7 just because I think purple is in right now and the purple is gorgeous.
All right. The purple is nice. Chris Kowal. Oh man, the names are hard today. Kowalczyk, maybe?
Kowalczyk?
Kowalczyk?
Who knows?
I don't
Sorry,
know.
dude.
I don't know, man. We're
All right,
not
we're
doing
all
great.
over the place. 9, 6s, 7s. This is a toughie.
But purple's in.
Well,
EDC
the purple's
Associate is
in.
not
That's what
wrong.
we're saying.
All
Okay,
right.
those were good
I don't know what we're going to
ratings.
agree on, but there you go. Consider your knife rated. Oh my goodness, that is a flexi carry right
This
there.
is sick.
From Christian Fernandez.
All right. This is a 10 out of 10 already. I don't even have to.
Okay,
Talk
I will
about
tell
it.
you, I am not into the Supreme thing.
Really?
I don't know, like I respect them for branding, but
I
like
get it. I get it.
Supreme on everything makes it so much. Like Timote, I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He's one of our buyers here. In fact, he leads our buyers. He's a huge Supreme guy. He's like, oh yeah, I just dropped $90 on a salt and pepper shaker because it had Supreme on it.
Oh, he has Supreme everything. He even took his key card for the building and put a giant Supreme logo on the back.
See, I just don't get it. So the Supreme for me is gonna get a 4.
For those of you that don't know Supreme, it's like one of those, it's basically a branding, and I don't even know if they're a company, it's just a branding that is very hard to acquire things that have that branding on it, and once it does, it technically is a very rare item.
But like, it could be so easily bootlegged.
I
Just
know.
color it red, put white Supreme on it, and there. Now it's.
Hey, man.
I detest the concept, but there are other people who are into
unless
it.
you're in that like whole collector world, I don't think we get it.
Yeah, until the trap takes us. It's a skateboarding thing.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Inner city
Probably, yeah.
vibes.
No, people don't like this one because they don't like Supreme.
Yep,
but I
Dragon.
think that's super sick, Christian,
Mistake.
that you somehow acquired this knife. I'm sure it was not easy.
So I was gonna go 4, but the fixed blade is legit. It looks like a dull boy.
Yeah, I like Doughboys. They're very clean designs. And I always love their textured handles on the fixed blades. Those are really cool.
Yeah, so the dull boy is gonna bring it up to a 6 for me, but the
Okay.
Supreme, man.
I mean, considering the fixed blade, I like the size. It's literally the same size as a bug out, which means it's probably pretty pocketable. I'll give it a 9.
All right,
For
6
both.
and a 9.
Yeah,
Okay, Christian Fernandez, you've been rated, and
that was a good one.
It was okay.
I gave you all my good praise. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, so
Oh,
this is a
wait
heavy
a minute.
hitter here. We know who this is, George.
Oh, this isn't Dave, is it?
It is.
Dave Wattenberg. I'm
Dave
sorry. I
of
see the gold
ProTech.
Rolex and the CCKS Malibu. The CCKS, did that say 2025?
Yeah.
Yeah, that show hasn't even happened yet, has
Well,
it?
apparently, the ProTech boys wanted to flex on everyone, and they
Number
said,
one
we're
of
going to
30.
submit. So yeah, Dave is flexing a beautiful Malibu with the Nexus pattern and a gorgeous gold Rolex.
Okay, and I love
So-
how the button matches the watch.
Yeah, you know he did that on purpose. And the 1 out of 30,
Okay, I gotta give him a 10. I'm sorry.
it's beautiful.
You can't. Like, oh man, Dave. What a
yeah,
guy. And
Peter,
it's like
we're like
classy.
just switching between the photos. I don't know if you just have one up, but I'm sure you guys have sent it, and everyone's like, he had to flex on us.
Yeah, everybody's giving it
And
pretty
you know
hard.
what? Dave can flex all he wants. We love that guy.
Yeah, and he's like a classy flex. He
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
show up with all the stuff, but like he's got a timepiece that is respectable. He's got a watch, a knife, a combo, and it just
Yeah,
works.
It works.
A
I know. I remember
gentleman
always
of
seeing him at
class.
shows, and you're like, "Hi, Dave." Immediately shake his hand, see his Rolex, and you're like, "All right, like that's a man."
Yeah, and I love like every time we film a video with him, people in the comments are like, "Hey, he's got a Omega today or whatever." Always some luxury Swiss watch.
Hey, man, when you own a knife company, you can make any knife you want for yourself. So there you go.
Yeah,
He's gonna have the best of the
it
best.
works. All right, well done, Dave.
Big fan.
10 of 10.
Yeah, we don't. That's
Watch
a
9, knife 10 from DP.
unanimous agreement there. Okay, a little bit of Blade HQ blue next with
Derek
this one.
Brereton. Looks like we got a Arcform prospect.
Yeah.
Bit of collectible. So Arcform,
is.
for those of you who aren't aware, had a sunset this last year. They are
is sad.
closing up their doors. But that means what is left of the Arcform brand will be very collectible here in a bit. And it
Yes.
seems like Derek is ahead of the curve on that guy.
Exactly.
Also, he is eating a cookie.
It's a Belvita.
A Belvita?
I love those things.
I've
it looks
never
like
had
the almond
one.
butter one. That's how many times I've eaten these.
Did
I
you
could
just live
probably
on
make-
these in college or something?
I did every day. Look, you're an athlete. You need a quick snack. That's what I ate. So I respect your Belvita
See.
and appreciate the Blade HQ blue and the Knife Life sticker.
Yeah, I'd probably just go for Oreos, but the Yeti
Those
with
are
the
good
Knife
too.
Life sticker, it's awesome. I feel like this is both a love letter to Blade HQ and the knife community in general, as well as a livable thing. Like this is aspirational living that I can actually get.
And I do love he has the like tie mask in the inlay too.
It's like an underlay though, so
Beautiful.
you have to disassemble the knife and pop the screws out of the back and then put it in.
That's sick.
It's pretty sick.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, you have a collectible item now, Derek. So
Yep.
props to you. That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna give you an 8 because that Belvita ought to be an Oreo, but
I can agree on an 8.
8 o'clock.
I think it's a nice
8.
knife. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dude, Ron Dobbins just picked up a Rockstead Rin.
Must be nice, man.
Yeah, I wish I had
pretty
$1,000 to drop on a knife. Man, okay. Well, Derek, thanks for sharing. It's a great knife and a great shot too.
Yeah.
It feels like I captured a moment.
He really thought about this, and I appreciate it. Because that's what we're looking for. It's high quality images. All right,
right.
next up.
All right, next up is
I
James
like this
Reynolds.
one. I like this one.
And this is a flex on multiple levels.
It is.
So
82 gram.
yeah, so this is a best tester. This is something that we use to test edge sharpness.
Yeah.
So the little metal thing you see there in the background has a wire on it, and he pushed down on that wire with the edge until it cut. And at 82 grams, that is spooky sharp. The sharpest I've ever gotten a knife was 120.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I've seen that low in our building ever. And we're the knife nerds.
yeah, unfortunately, the world of sharpening and the world of knife nerds don't always coincide.
It's
like
true. You're like
the
almost
extreme sharpeners.
one or the other.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I love the micarta, especially Spyderco's micarta handles.
It's a Crewwear micarta,
Really
and it
beautiful.
says happy retirement on it. So, James, happy retirement, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
He said, I'm going to treat myself with a really sharp, really nice knife. And he did exactly that. So.
Yeah, and I
for you.
imagine I've tested Spyderco factory edges before, and they're usually in the 110 to 120 range.
Yeah.
So he must have done something special here to get that.
He did some good work.
Whew.
It's a beauty.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 9. Because you know what? He probably got that engraved at Blade HQ.
you know what? I'm gonna give him a 10 just for that.
There you go.
Congratulations, man.
And that is very sharp, so props to that as well.
Yes. All right, James Reynolds. Like honestly, mad props for that sharpening job. That is not easy to do.
It's impressive.
And also, it speaks to your credibility as a knife nerd that you even own a best tester.
Yeah.
Most of us normal people.
He knows what's going on.
I own one.
And
Some normal people don't own them.
I will say, guys, I know I see a lot of people asking if you have you shown mine, have we seen yours? To be fair, I think we had over 130
We had about 200.
submissions, so it was a lot to go through. So apologies if we didn't pick yours.
But tell you what, when we
we'll
hit
do
a
it
million
again.
subscribers, we will do a live stream where we will go over every single picture you send
Whoa.
us. I can't promise this.
We can't promise.
I can't promise this. Never mind.
Unless
Forget
I
that
have
happened.
a chair and a burger, I'm not
Chair
sitting
and a
for
burger.
3 hours.
I was thinking 24. A 24-hour knife live stream,
Oh.
Sarah.
Okay, if we hit a million, we'll think about it.
Okay, well, think about it. So
All right.
subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.
Let's go to the next one. And I think, George, you know
Oh,
this
yeah,
guy.
Jared Irvine. I know Jared Irvine. So I actually met him at Blade Show West this last year. Very often at shows, I will sit, people are like, oh, hey, George, good to meet you. And I love it. But Jared is a special breed. He's the only one who came and found me at my desk at work.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I'm just writing an article, and then Mercedes from the
just
storefront
showed
says, hey, this is Jared. I'm like, oh, hey, good to meet you. We had a good chat right at my desk. It was awesome.
That's funny. That's cool, though.
Yeah, super cool dude. I met his fiance as well, and I know he's a
Nice.
giant Zahn fan. And he
Clearly.
actually sent me this a while ago. He sent me a picture of his Tanto Zahn. He says, rate my knife. And I said, I'll give you a 9 because I like the drop point better.
Yeah, I would say this is most people's grail knife, so props to you for having it. And the subtle flex with the watch, where you're like, I have a nice watch too, but I'm not going to show you what it is.
Yeah, because this is a knife show, not a watch show.
Yeah.
Also, is that a turf lawn in the background?
Yeah, and I'll give it a 9, but if you rake your lawn, then you'd get a 10.
Yeah. If you rake your lawn.
Rake your turf.
Man,
There you
all
go.
right.
But that's a sick knife. I know they're very hard to get, and they're very valuable.
Yeah,
So.
and he has 5 of them.
Okay.
Like,
Props.
Yeah,
Flex.
so
It's fine.
great guy. Anyway, Jared, thanks for sharing, and maybe one day I'll get an Zahn, and we can be Zahn buddies.
There you go. You'll have 1 and he'll have 6.
Yep, it'll be great. We'll
There
get
you
custom
go.
anodized together. It'll be fun.
It seems like everyone is like, this is my girl knife, 9, 10, blah, blah, blah.
That's kind of what people send though. They're like, this is like. There's a lot of people who get into knives, like try things out, and then they
Yeah.
find out this is exactly what I want, and then they'll save their pennies for months, if
Oh,
not
yeah.
years, and they will get that knife and that watch, and then they'll have the most epic combo ever.
Exactly. That's all I need. Pretty sick. You already said so, George. You need to show every single knife when we get 1 million subs. Oh,
Yeah, the
great.
problem is like I don't
Don't
know what
take
kind
his
of weird
word.
stuff you're gonna send.
Hey, man, they're just sending knives. It's okay.
Yeah, as long as you're just sending knives.
My girl knife is the Pyrotech Kraken in DLC. That'd be pretty cool.
I saw the coolest Pyrotech Kraken the other day in the storefront, and you may see it on video one of these days.
It's true. A little
But you
tease
should
for
see
that.
it.
You guys are
Yeah.
awesome. It was a pleasure meeting you, George.
Oh, thanks, JTI. Oh, that's Jared Irvine. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for coming. Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you too. We follow each other on Instagram now, and we have this long distance bromance. It's the best thing in the world.
I love love it. Look at how fun the community is. This is great.
Yep.
There you go. This is why we do what we do.
George, once it's out in the open, it's final.
All right, let's do this next one. So this guy submitted.
Logan
2.
Reigel. Oh, that's a Ratworks.
That thing is wild looking.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
So I think he also sent a picture of it closed. So Ratworks is one of the companies, like I've only ever held one. I haven't seen one made in a very long time. But they have a really cool mechanism that I think is so clever with automatic. So it has a little piece of bike chain.
This is an automatic?
This is an automatic.
Oh.
So this piece of bike chain is attached to the tang of the blade and then it wraps around. The back has like sprockets on it.
Wow, that's neat.
And then in the handle, there's a channel that has a coil spring. And when you push the button, the coil spring depresses and it pulls the knife open by the chain. It is
that's
so
crazy.
cool.
That is cool. That's very much a like collector's piece. Like you won't see anything else like that unless it's from the same company. So that's sick.
Yeah. And like I remember like before I even started at Blade HQ, like they had a Ratworks bandana campaign.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't seen a Ratworks at Blade
Ratworks.
HQ in 5 years probably.
That's cool. I've never seen these or heard of them, but I'm glad I have because that is very obscure, but I like it.
Yeah, I want to say they are somehow related to Guardian Tactical, and I know that their Recon OTF series has been really popular for the last several years, and maybe they've just kind of moved in that direction.
That recurve blade is wild.
Yeah, what a cool knife.
It's like a inverted belly. Wow, that's neat.
This one's getting an easy 10 from me.
That's cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people like it.
Yeah, Brandy Winter, not a fan of the blade shape, but the knife is awesome. They did have other blade shapes as well. I really hope that it comes back someday.
I'm gonna have to look into these and just see what else they carry because that's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a 9.
9 and a 10. Okay, I like it.
There you go, 9.5 average.
A 9 for originality, and I thought it has a body bag under it.
Pretty sure it's just like a blanket.
It could be tile. No, it's a blanket. It's got
It's just a deceiving material.
Maybe it's like leather. I don't know.
Very cool.
It's dope, but doesn't do it for me. 6. Come on,
Logan.
DP. Have some love.
Logan, that was a really good one. Thank you for submitting.
Yep.
And next,
Oh, we got
here we go.
This has got to be another ProTech boy. This is Matt.
This is Matt.
Matt
from
Ewan.
ProTech.
So he's got the tactile turn switch. That's a brand new pen they've got.
Beautiful.
He's got a Rolex and a teal blue Dawn. So that's brand new for this
amazing.
year.
They're
Yeah.
bringing them back and better than ever. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, the Dawn is my favorite of the Italian style ProTechs.
The contouring on the top and the bottom it just looks so sleek. It almost looks like something you would find in a museum, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it.
I will say I'm going to give him a 9 on this one for the following
Wow.
reason.
Okay, let's hear it.
The blue on the watch bezel
Don't
and the
tell me
blue
it
of the
doesn't
ProTech
match.
don't match perfectly. And if I gave Dave the perfect for the perfect match, I got to knock
Hey
off the
man,
point.
you can't have a Rolex in every shade of blue, George. Cut the man some slack.
Yeah,
I
but,
think it's sweet.
yeah, I think it's sweet too. I mean, I'm the guy without a Rolex who's trying to critique a Rolex. So,
We'll never be that.
yeah. But you know what? I'll bet if we called Matt, he would tell us that he could make a blue that matched his Rolex a little bit better.
I'm sure if he watches this, he'll hear your prayers and hopefully do that.
All right, Matt, maybe you should make a Dawn that matches your Rolex.
That's sweet.
Maybe.
All right. Yeah, I'll give it a solid. I'll give it a
Once
9.
again, I don't have a Rolex,
That,
so you win.
It's sick. We love ProTech, so thank you guys for submitting. That's really cool that you want to be a part of this.
Yeah, we love Matt too. Matt's
Thank
a
you.
party. And also, if you guys saw the Blade Show West video we did with them, where Dave showed us the tomahawk they made.
Yeah.
So the fun story there is they were at some SWAT team thing. They were doing the shooting, like room clearing simulator or whatever. And while they were talking, both Matt and Dave got approached about making a tomahawk.
Dang.
And so they're going to make a tomahawk.
I remember seeing that.
And I was thinking, we have a few axes back here. Maybe we should put the ProTech tomahawk up there.
Yeah,
one of these
replace
days.
probably the middle one with the tomahawk.
The middle one, the Hoffman, and do a giveaway with that.
Yeah, there you go.
People would love that. We got the sheath in
Easy.
the drawer. Yeah. All right. We're just ideating here, but Matt,
Yeah, we're on a
solid
tangent.
9.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Hey, Captain Ricky's here.
Oh.
Ricky, Matt's always showing off. Yeah. Apparently, Ricky might also be showing off here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll see. We got a few more.
Yep.
All right, next, Nemesio Mendoza the third.
The third.
He has a really cool knife.
So this looks like a ZT from yesteryear.
Yeah, it's definitely a ZT. I've never seen this model.
Me neither.
It's classy.
Mm-hmm.
What is that, full titanium probably?
I would imagine so.
That's cool.
So ZT doesn't have names; they have numbers,
Yeah.
and I have no idea what number
Couldn't
that
tell
would
you
be.
what, I could barely remember the numbers of the new ones. But
Yeah, but that one's
that's nice.
discontinued, and it looks like he's still pretty regularly carrying it, but he's taking good care of it.
Yeah, you can see he's using, you can tell on the blade, there's a few marks he's been using it, but he cleans it
Yeah.
out nice.
And he's got a 2-strand diamond knot. It's the second time we've seen
You
this
and your
one.
diamond
Should have been the
knots.
third, just saying. And cool bead too. And because of the knot work and the rarity of the and collectability of it, I'm gonna give it a 10. That's just me. You're like, it's too monochromatic, not enough
No,
colors.
I don't mind no colors. I love a good just like titanium build out because it's very sleek and minimal. So I can agree with you on a 10. Is that our first 10?
I think I've had a couple.
Okay.
Dave Wattenberg got one.
Oh, he did. But you didn't give one to Matt.
It didn't know to match. It's because the blues didn't match, dude.
It's fine. It's fine. All right, this one's cool. I appreciate you showing it off. 'cause-
Nemesio Mendoza the
we've never seen
third
it.
too. I haven't met very many the thirds in my life.
Well, now you've met him virtually.
Yep. I've also never met a fourth, but one
There
day.
you go. Okay, this is sick.
So this is a Benchmade anthem from Nick Bruce. Hey, Nick Bruce! Nick Bruce used to work at Blade HQ. He was a receiving specialist.
There you go.
Also, his wife makes, bar none, the best carrot cake I've ever ingested. It was incredible.
Give him a 10 out of 10 for that.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 on the carrot cake. And I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 on this because I'm jealous that I never got an anthem when they were made. This is my favorite Benchmade ever made.
That's very cool. I love the milling. where
Yeah,
it's
I think
like
that's an
the
aftermarket clip too.
Triangular
It kind of
milling. That's
matches.
sick.
Yeah, it's an integral axis lock, and I want to say an M20 CV blade, so equivalent of
All right,
M390.
that's really cool.
Yeah, Nick has some of the coolest knives.
I'll give it a 9.
A 9, and I'm just gonna give him the 6 because I'm jealous and because I miss him. I miss you, Nick.
6. All right, what does that average out to? A 7?
7.5.
There you go.
Congratulations, Nick.
Pretty cool.
Also, I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in too long. A lot of people 9, 9.3, 8.8.
Biggest regret is selling my Anthem. Why'd you sell it?
Captain Ricky, anybody who has an anthem must be devilishly handsome. Just saying. You're not wrong. This man's beard is incredible.
Is that him saying he has one? and
Do you
he's
have one,
complimenting
Captain Ricky?
himself?
If you have one, I'm also jealous of you. And also, Captain Ricky's a pretty handsome dude, too. All right. Actually, a Benchmade I like. Yeah.
It's an appealing one.
I have a hunch that the reason they discontinued this was to make room for the Narrows, which is sort of their new ultra premium.
I get
And
it.
I feel like Benchmade's been moving in a direction of lightweight.
Yeah, they are.
And integrals are never light, but that Narrows is so light.
This one looks like they took like 4 of their models and mashed it all together.
Yeah, it's just
It's cool.
Benchmade.
I like.
Yes, I miss it.
All right, who's next? Ooh,
Philip Legroy.
some Striders.
Yeah, he's doubled down on the
Oh.
Strider.
With like the raccoon finish on the blades. That's sweet.
They
like
call
this
it tiger stripe,
I was
but
gonna say.
raccoon looks a little more accurate,
Kind of looks
perhaps.
like a raccoon tail. In a
Yeah.
good way.
Also, those are working hands if I've ever seen them.
Yeah, you could tell he's been working on these knives.
Yeah, and that makes me happy because sometimes, especially with Strider, like they are so collectible. We used to carry Strider back in the day, but we don't get to anymore for the same reason we don't carry Hinderer anymore, is because they are just so popular and like they have such a high standard that they're hard to make. So they're like, why should we send them to retailers when we are having a hard time just keeping them in stock on our website?
That's
And the same thing happened to Emerson, like all these legends of the knife industry. And he not only has one, he has 2 of them.
Yeah, 2
And
different
my goodness, do they
sizes.
look good.
They're very pretty.
What's on the other side?
Yeah. Do we have another picture?
No, but the other side, I know he had some pretty interesting engraving on his
Some
pocket clips.
not safe for YouTube pocket clips.
Yeah.
You can see
but
those on the other side of YouTube
It's pretty
monetization.
sick. I'll give him that. And that
Yeah.
milling in the handle looks like just crazy effort work.
Yep. However, I'm gonna
Beautiful.
give him a 6 for this reason.
Okay.
He said send us your knife, not your knives.
Look, I get it, man. You can't pick your favorite when you have 2 that look exactly the same.
Yeah, it's
and
like
are
picking a
both
favorite
sick.
child here. I get
Yeah.
it, Philip.
We said
And I'm
6?
also jealous. But
I'll
yeah,
give him an 8 because
6 and an 8.
I do like the tiger stripe. I know some people might not, but I think it looks really nice. It's like monochromatic, but then it adds a bit of flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
All right, Philip. Like I said, averages out to a 7.
Pretty good, Philip.
Cole Porter Strider is my Grail knife. They're really cool. Yeah. In fact, I was gonna make this thing where if you I was gonna laser engrave a bunch of famous knives on a sheet and then bring an engraver to Blade Show and have all of the makers sign
that'd
their
be
knife.
cool. Hey, good idea.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Captain Ricky. Well, George, I don't read, so I submitted for Carrie.
Sue me.
Yeah, we're well
I
aware.
won't sue you, Captain Ricky, but I probably will rate you lower than 10.
It's fine. I'll rate you fairly. All right. Next up, we have Pong Yang with his gorgeous TR3 integrity.
With a Dior background and the sapphire blue.
Yeah, I want to say this was a show special. I know we were going back and forth about which show, but I want to say Blade Show Atlanta or West.
Maybe
Might have been
West.
West. I don't remember where we saw it at, but it is just chef's kiss.
It is. I love the match of the deal. They kind of have the same vibe. That sapphire blue always feels a little more luxury.
And they have the marble button. Beauty.
Oh, yes.
It's my favorite.
I want that.
ProTech killed it with this one.
They really did.
They
I
really-
think
yeah,
my
go ahead.
favorite integrity yet had that texture, but it was the Blade Show West one that had the
like
battle wash.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was
one
into that.
pretty.
Pong Yang, I'll give you a 9.
I can agree with the 9. I mean, ProTech took an already amazing knife and then made it a thumb stud flipper. You're gonna get a high
And their
rating.
thumb stud is so good.
It
It's my
is.
favorite
It's
thumb stud
great.
on any knife ever.
Yeah, the action is very smooth.
Yes. A lot of people really like ProTech. Although they like the
could you
Mordax.
not?
What's
I
not to
know.
like? Good people, good knives. And I will say this is my favorite of the button locks so far from ProTech because this
Yeah.
is the first one that doesn't have a flipper. It's just a thumb stud.
True. I do like that.
And I'm more of a thumb stud guy.
That's a pretty one. Pong Yang, thank you for submission. That was a great knife.
Yes.
Okay, shall we go to the next?
Let us do it.
Reaper Joe.
Reaper Joe. I feel like we see him in the comments from time to
Look,
time.
he even has his own hanky that says Reaper Joe.
Reaper Joe.
He must have his own little like EDC brand.
And then is this a winter blade?
Yes, it is.
So these are fun because they use magnets.
That's cool.
And this little, I've seen these before. That's like a steel or aluminum, but the lever on the back that sort of functions kind of like a flipper is carbon fiber here. And it looks like a titanium Damascus pocket clip.
That's wild. I've heard of winter blades, and I've only heard good things and how cool they are, but I've never seen one. So this
Yeah.
is very cool.
They're in the same boat as that Strider and Emerson. And
Does it come with the pocket clip like that?
I don't think so. I think that's a mod.
He did that? Nice.
Yeah, I gotta give him really high marks. I think I'm gonna give him I'll give him a 10. That's
10.
incredible.
I'll give him a 10 too.
Especially
Just I don't know
because
much about
the hank is personalized. Yeah, you should feel one of those one day. I got to hold one at Blade Show. Somebody's like, check out what's in my pocket. I always ask people what they're carrying, and somebody's carrying a winter blade, and it is one of the best sounding knives. It just clink.
If I
magnets.
next show I'll definitely have to find their booth and check them out. That's sweet.
Yeah, winter blade. All right.
Very
Thank you for
cool.
sharing, Reaper Joe. Winter Blade Co. is like the mad scientists, the EDC world guys doing incredible things. Captain Ricky, I couldn't agree more.
Yep.
All right.
I'll check them out.
Do
I
it.
dig it. Oh,
There's Ricky Hernandez.
Look who it is.
Captain Ricky himself.
he
He's in the
submitted
chat here.
A whole carry, as he said.
Yeah, but you can't. Can you blame the guy? He works with Taylor Martin, best damn EDC. That is like he is not his knife. He is his carry.
Yes, he is clearly carrying like 6 of the coolest things you can probably have in your pocket.
Yeah. So it looks like is that a tactile pen?
Yep.
We got an Olight Arcfeld Pro.
Pete's Pirate Life dice, the like full titanium dice.
Hard
Those are
flex
so
there.
Cool.
And then a little pry bar key.
And I can't read what brand name is on
So we got a
there.
T-Cal, and it looks like a Jack Wolf.
That's very clean.
Yeah.
And a gorgeous photo at that, Ricky. Very well done.
You know, I'm gonna give him a 9 just because he's such a dang good photographer.
Yeah.
And and this is a carry of somebody who knows the industry.
Oh yeah.
I'll bet you he and
Taylor.
Ben.
Oh.
Ben from Jack Wolf, they probably went
there
out
you go.
drinking at Blade Show. They made memories, and that is that. I bet you he knows the guys at T-Cal, and
I'm sure he knows a lot. Of people.
he knows them all. He's like
cool.
every single thing in that pocket of his. I'll bet you he has a story behind it.
He said he'll take a negative score.
I'll take a negative score.
And someone said 1 because it's Ricky.
1 because it's Ricky.
Whatever. I'll give you a 10 just because the photography side of it, that is a beautiful photo. And I
Yeah.
respect.
And Sarah's also a photographer, and she
Not
knows
this good.
she knows too well the struggle of taking pictures
Oh,
of
yeah.
knives.
He nailed this one. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Seriously, Ricky's got some skills.
Heck yeah.
One day, in this life or the next, I will be as good at Ricky as
Ben
something.
and I have our 1-year anniversary meeting. We're going out for a fancy dinner.
You have an anniversary meeting with him?
There you go. You're gonna probably get yourself another gorgeous Jack Wolf. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love it, and it's all just the colors work. I'm gonna stop talking about it because I can go on and on and on. Very nice.
Yes.
Next up.
Robert Bateman.
Ah.
Okay, so this one clashes a little for me for the following reason.
You need to explain the Millie Club because I'm thinking it's something totally different.
So, for the record, my understanding of the Millie Club is it is a Facebook group that is for paramilitary 2 and para 3 lovers.
Oh.
I could be wrong on that. And I figure if I'm going to see Millie Club, I'm going to see a para 2 or a para 3. But then I see an Oz Roosevelt in the UTX 85.
Yeah, I mean, he's contradicting himself, but I get it. Those are two very good knives.
Yeah, I'd happily carry either or both of them.
I love the green, blue, gray anodizing on the Microtech. That's really pretty.
Yeah, and what I like about this is it kind of looks like he was on his computer and he saw, oh, they're doing this thing. I'm just going to pull stuff out of my
said,
pocket
"Hold up."
right now. Dropped it.
Go.
Got the Toyota, got it all. And I think it's great. However, just because of the clash of the Millie versus the Rosie, I'm going to go 7.
Oh, I'd be pretty happy camper if I was holding those two knives every day. I'd give it an 8.
Yeah, here, Winston Ham. What up, Millie Clubbers?
Million Mile Toyota. Dude, I'm telling you, I didn't know what Millie Club meant. I thought it was like you're a millionaire, and then I said, wait, this man drives a Toyota, but he's got millions? And I said, teach their
A
own.
million miles on a Toyota?
Unless that's what it means, is it's a million mile Toyota. We could be wrong.
So, outside of semi-trucks, I've only ever seen 1 million mile car, and it was a Ford F-150
oh, yeah,
from
exactly.
forever ago.
Pretty sure if any car gets close to 1 million, it would probably just be the wheels of the car, not the actual car itself. So, there you go. That is a great carry. I agree, Scott.
Yes, it is great. I'm jealous of all of the above, but I hold my 7.
That's a good one.
Robert Bateman.
All right,
Okay,
yeah,
we got
we're
our
on our
last
last
guy, and that is Tanner
Fry.
Fry.
Fire. Unless
Cool.
I typed it wrong, sorry.
Yeah, and this looks like a ZT. Once again, I don't remember the numbers, but this one is based on a Hinderer design.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like sunset rays.
And how did you, was that a sprint run they did, or is that a mod you did? That looks really good.
I don't know enough about these to know. Maybe you would, but I think it's beautiful.
I think it's gorgeous.
I love the contrast between the black and the just super high-vis anodization. It looks really nice.
Yeah, and I could be wrong, but I want to say this model has the glow-in-the-dark carbon fiber, too.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Where one direction is glowy. Oh, it's super cool.
Miguel gave it a number I can't even
Yeah,
fathom
that
what
looks
number that
like larger than any human has ever counted to.
There you go.
Miguel Mentha. That is a big old one.
Yeah, 10 plus 9, 13. People love this one.
Yeah, that thing's cool. I would carry that knife. I'll give it a 9.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit.
I'd say a 9 or a 10. I'll give it a 9.5 because I can't decide.
9.5,
But
somewhere in the
very
middle.
well done if you did customize this yourself. If you didn't, 9.
Yeah, it looks like a mod, so 9 for sure from
There you
Todd
go.
Carr.
Was this expensive knives only?
It kind of always turns into that Bob's Pocket Knives.
Yeah.
Especially when we put out show us your knife, people always want to show us the one they're the most proud of, and often that's the one they work the hardest to get, which usually means expensive, modded.
Yes. Which we appreciate, but we do still appreciate the non-expensive knives. So we can have maybe a better range next time we do this, but
Yeah.
this is what stood out to
Well,
us.
we did have the Lander 4.
Yeah,
That
there were
one's
a few
like a
non-expensive
$60
ones.
knife. Not too bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
time.
now we have a very important thing to do.
Yes.
They get to rate our knives.
Heck yeah.
All right. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first. It's fine. All right, George. I
Okay.
just acquired this knife. So I've only had it for a few days so far, but it is a
Oh, it's a SBR.
It's actually a 1 of 2 because I know another one exists that looks like this. But I traded one of my friends upstairs, but it's, SBR. Used to have the JG10 scales, but
Rit dyed purple.
yeah, my friend that I got it from, Rit dyed it. And it has the gorgeous mother of pearl button and a black blade, S35VN.
Yeah, I will say, I think I probably would have ranked this a 6 or a 7 before, but I would personally go up because I think the purple matches the button better.
That's what I'm saying. And I was always saying, oh, I'm definitely a TR3 girl. I love that for my ProTech Auto, but the SBR, small enough for my hands, I love it.
Paladin 7. It was either 1 quadrillion or 1 sextillion.
Was the number he
was the
said.
number he said.
So yeah, big fan of this one.
Man,
I've been
John the
carrying it.
Engineer giving you a 5. Everybody else is giving you at least a 7. But
That's
5?
fine, I get it. The purple, guys.
The purple is pretty.
I
Sarah's in a
own-
phase.
I know, I own 2 Protects and they both have Protect purple. Well, this is
Yeah,
Protect.
Jared is saying SBRs are underrated, which is really high praise because
are.
it is loved.
Dude, this thing thumps.
It really does.
it
All the
just
Protects do.
I love it. So yeah,
Yes.
there you go. I'll
Very
take all these
exciting.
averages and I'm looking at like a 9.
Okay, well, I brought a knife that's very special.
Let's see it.
This, so you might have seen the Buck Range that just came out.
Yes.
However,
crossbar, right?
I got to see a prototype of it pretty early, and they told me what its original name was going to be. And when they changed it, they engraved its an old namesake. It used to be called the Speed Weasel. So they engraved a weasel on it, and this one has a backspacer. So this one's a fairly early prototype. It still has the Magnacat blade, but it's the small range, but
like
it's
it.
the Speed Weasel.
I love the engraving.
I think
it's
it's
like
so
a-
much fun.
A weasel otter, I like it.
Yeah, Until the Trap takes us 9.1 for George.
EDC and lace for girl hands, the SBR is excellent. I completely agree with you.
Yeah,
That's why I appeal to it.
for real. And, like, it's not bad for man hands either, although I prefer the rock eye personally.
No.
Cassius Customs gives me a 2.
Wow, George, you're getting all over
Dude,
the
I
board
am
here.
all over the place. I even got a 1 from Neeb177.
You're getting 9s, you're getting 2s and 3s. Everyone
Boo.
likes Speed
Just
Weasel
kidding.
name better.
Speed Weasel was my nickname in high school, Captain.
Oh, God.
I'm going to call you Speed Weasel the next time I see you, Ricky.
Must have been a fast man.
Yeah.
10 for exclusivity, it's true.
Yep, I got a 0 from Nick Travangil. I don't even know. No
Travagini.
weasel, no points.
That's true.
All right,
Sorry,
well,
man.
I like it.
Hey,
I
get
knew
it.
it was going to be divisive, but
Hey, you wanted something that would shake it up. I get it. All
love
right.
it.
Very good.
Anytime I hear weasel, I think of the movie Encino Man.
Should we do a giveaway?
Yeah, let's do a giveaway. We got 3 giveaways.
3.
And the first one, now why don't we give it yours away first?
We'll do the low key.
The low key.
The beautiful blue anodized low key.
All right, so here's how the giveaway is going to work. Once again, I'll repeat the rules. You must be 18 years or older. You must be subscribed to Blade HQ. You must live in the United States of America in a jurisdiction we can legally ship this knife to. And you must not have won a giveaway in the previous 3 months.
There you go.
And
said it.
I will tell you, if you win, you need to tell us within a minute that you accept, like, you're here, you were there to receive it, and tell us if you want to reach out to us over email at questions@bladehq.com or over social media, Instagram.
DMs.
And that is how we will collaborate with you to get the knife to you as soon as humanly possible.
This could be yours.
It could be yours, or this
luck of
one,
the draw.
or this one. And the way you enter is you enter a word, and the word is
Alpha.
alpha. Just comment the word alpha. One time, if you comment more than once, it'll kick you out.
Lazo Boy thinks I'm cool. Thanks.
I think you're cool too, Sarah.
Thanks, George.
All right, Addison is our first alpha
Fragtastic
commenter.
handle, you're not wrong.
Fragtastic. I gotta start
Whoa.
saying that.
Got
Look at all
lots of alphas in the chat.
I see what you did there. Dude, there's a guy named King Rasta in the chat. I want to be his best friend. That is such a cool name.
Alpha.
Alpha.
Caps or not, doesn't matter. It's not case sensitive. So
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're feeling.
Yes, Omega from Until the Trap Takes Us. Sarah from Lazo Boy.
What's up?
Can Speed Weasel be the word for the next one? I certainly hope so. That'd be fun.
Hey, George, what do you think about doing a trivia question giveaway every now and then?
Like I used to do. That could be fun.
I know we like trivia.
We do like trivia.
It's just easier with this format because it makes it more fair to everyone's internet speeds.
Yeah, because sometimes like we'll ask a question that people have an answer to really quick, but because this guy's on fiber, he gets it 3 seconds
Yeah.
before this gal who's on, I don't know,
It's tough.
what's the space one?
What?
Starlink. There we go.
I was like, huh?
All right, we ready for the pick, or we're gonna let him alpha in a little more?
Do it. Drum roll.
All right, who's the winner of the Loki?
K.
Kaya K. Kayak.
Kayak.
Kayak, congratulations, you've won the giveaway. Kaya K.
Oh,
All right, Kayak, do you want to reach out to us over email or over social media?
Yeah, just
Over
make sure
Instagram.
you comment something in the comments. So, oh, there you go. Wow.
Kayak, wow. All right.
Congrats.
Yeah, just let us know in the comments what you want, and we will work on the next giveaway. If you entered the previous giveaway, you are eligible for this giveaway, for what it's worth. So no need to re-enter. And this next one is...
Over email.
All right, over email. So we'll let
So-
customer service know to look out for you.
It is questions@bladehq.com.
Yep. And now for the cryo.
That's a gorgeous knife. I love that one.
Did he really just say that as K-A-K? Yes, he did. Soup is tasty.
I used to have the mini cryo in this exact build out, but I just traded it for a bug out. So rip.
I don't know. I think the full tie. I'm
It's
learning that I like
beautiful.
heavier knives.
Yeah.
I like metal.
I have too many concepts. That's what it is. I
There's
had
no
to
such
share
thing
the
as
love.
too many concepts. All right. Tom, my son wants to move to Dallas, Texas, and closer to the Fortnite server because of paywall. Lacey, that is funny.
It's the problems we go through as kids these days.
Yeah, but as you can see from
But I
what
respect
EDC and Lace is saying, the latency is an issue, especially if you're into Fortnite drops.
All right.
Stop playing with my knife, George. Brandy Winter's gonna win this one. Sorry, Brandy.
All right, what do we got, Peter?
Kids complains about paying more than anything. It's annoying.
Rhino.
Rhino,
Rhino.
congratulations. You have won this guy. Do you want to reach out over Instagram or social media? I gotta just say Instagram. Why do I have to
What's the steal on
genericize? This is S35VN, I believe.
There you go,
Yep.
Husky.
That is sort of their go-to premium steel for their titanium frame locks.
Did our guy?
Did our guy?
Rhino.
I did a search of every assisted knife. The Kershaw Cryo was one of the two I chose. The Kershaw Cryo is really good. It's a Hinderer design as well.
Oh yeah, Husky, appreciate it. Let us know, email or Instagram, and we'll give you further. Oh, he said email, perfect.
Email, awesome.
Questions@bladehq.com.
All right, and the last one we have is our unclaimed Loki.
It'll be the exact same blue anodized as the last one.
Yes, so we'll do one more giveaway.
Yeah,
Should I do it?
do it.
Do it.
Are we just doing the same word?
All right.
No, you do not have to retype it, Cassius. It's just you're in there.
Chiappone.
Vincent Chapon. Congratulations, Vincent Chapon. This one's me, boys.
Sorry, EDC and Lace. Next
You'll win it
time.
one day. By the way, it means a lot to us that you keep coming to these giveaways and to these live streams, Lacey. It's always fun to
She's
have
very
you.
consistent. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and she has a lot of knowledge to share. Like, I learned a
Vincent.
lot about sharpening from her in these.
Yeah, I know. She knows a lot.
All right, email
Email,
please from Vincent Chiapone. I'm sorry, we have butchered so many names on this.
Hey, it's hard. All right, Vincent, you and the other two, questions@bladehq.com. If you could send a screenshot of your YouTube dashboard to verify that it is
The
you.
back end one, the one only you can get to.
Yeah. So, and then we will hopefully be in touch with you guys soon to send these out to you.
Yep. Well, this has been a
Very
really fun
good.
live, Sarah.
I know, this was fun.
I've had a good time. What was your favorite knife on the pile?
Out of all these?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's hard. I thought the Supreme knife was cool.
You're into the Supreme.
Even though everyone else hated it, I thought it was sick.
Yeah, I think
what
my
about you?
favorite is, it's probably going to be Jared's, the Umnum Zahn. We got to get matching
Ugh.
Umnum Zahns, buddy. That'll be fun.
Whatever. But yeah, you guys all had awesome submissions, so thank you so much for doing that. It really shows that the community, we all love each other, and we just want to have a good time, so it's sweet.
Yep. Well, thank you all for joining us. It's been a fun live. We'll be back live on Monday for New Knives at noon Mountain Standard, and we'll be doing more giveaways there, so we'll see you all then.
Heck yeah, thank you guys. See ya.